Internet, and welcome to Tales of Terragia. I am your dungeon master and cosmic tour guide, Nick Santano, and these are 6 rejected Muppets that I picked up at a Jim Henson garage sale. Say hi, rejected Muppets! Well, we know why they didn't make it to the show. But, even better, we made it into our show, which is even better. Before we get started real quick, just a friendly reminder that we do have a Patreon now. Please head over to patreon.com/Tales of Terragia to check out what we've got. We've got a few rewards up for you right now. There's chances to be in the credits of our show, to use the subclasses that we're using, and there's more coming at you all the time. So keep it updated, and hopefully we'll see you around. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and start the next episode of our show. Last time, the Second Law cast off from Port Kazushi, saying goodbye to the Sylvan Dynasty and heading out into the Sapphire Sea.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
That's not how you say it.
On the hunt for the heart of the ocean, the archive of artifacts deemed too powerful for mere mortals to wield. It is here that you know the final shard of immortality is being held, a fragment of true immortality that, once reassembled, is said to grant its wielder true immortality. You know that the charismatic vampire Kubo is after it, as well as his mysterious accomplice, you only know as OW. It's been a few hours out at sea now. The sun is dipping low in the sky. Behind you, since you're headed west, east, you're headed sort of southeast. And even though the sun it's a beautiful sunset behind you, in front of you is a path that's just as equally daunting as it is beautiful, because it's just endless expanse of ocean that, now that the sun is setting, you're not quite sure where the horizon and the sky are, where it's just dark water meets dark sky, and it's just sort of emptiness that only the stars sort of give you any hint at what's sky and what's water. Gives you a sort of
very distant.
yeah, a little vibe of sailing into the stars. So it's both equally romantic and terrifying. But Second Law, how goes passing time aboard the Spirit of the Sapphire?
Nik-Naks, I heard someone say something about sea legs. Do you have to do anything to mine?
I think you probably should.
You gotta patch it up, or do... What do you think?
Yeah, let me take a look at it.
Okay. And just take it apart. Kink! And
Start working on his leg.
All right, yeah.
I think Tem will have braided seasickness bracelets for anyone who is gonna get seasick. You
With
know,
the
little pressure
beads that
point.
press on it?
Yeah. So if anyone is feeling ill, I think I would definitely get one for Anara and probably
I feel
Zakkai.
strange, so...
is it something you chew on?
Anything
or
that might help.
No, you can just put it on your wrist and make sure it's pressing in there, and it helps a little bit. It's not a cure, but that way, and it kind of takes your focus off of if you're feeling a little ill on the sea.
Ginger root usually worked for me.
I think
Oh, is it like a nerve
at
thing?
night,
Yeah.
where
I don't think
you
that's gonna
can't
work for
quite
me.
see the expanse of an hour, be more comfortable than when you can literally see how open it is.
How open it is.
So she's probably a bit more comfortable at night. Head back up onto the deck.
It is definitely to some would be kind of a terrifying sight, but it is in its own way eerily beautiful. It's with the setting sun behind you, casting kind of dull oranges and purples out on the water. But ahead of you, it's just the ocean before eventually kind of dips into darkness and meets up with the horizon, and it sort of just looks like eventually you'll sail into a star if you keep going straight forward.
And the weather's pretty calm.
Start with the right. And
So
start
at
with
the
the
moment,
morning.
While the ship is basically acting as land, more or less, it's not really crazy. She's fine.
No, there's still the
swell.
typical swell and
Yeah.
sway of it, but it's calm waters at the moment.
I think she's okay.
Tim, how far along have you gotten on kind of your version of the map that we have? Did you want to work on it anymore? I mean,
Well,
we have a vague direction to give them, but
and we're headed in that direction, so I think that's good. You know, I think it's a little bit of a come to goddess moment in a certain sense of the word. I think I might have to try and reach out maybe to Emiya again, or my whole hope for this is that at some point headed towards this direction, like I'll pull out like all of my reference materials that I have gotten up to this point, which includes like the woven like I'm sure I had sketched it or made like some sort of reference of the woven thing from Foundtown that worshiper of Emiya left, and then all of the like sea charts that I got at the university, and then also kind of using my recollections of when I had my last vision with the Tapestry of Unity, of kind of like trying to combine those into some of whatever amalgam that I was able to make, and you know, compare it to the longitude and latitude of whatever the charted waters are. So I do my little conspiracy string mapping of all of that, and being like, well, if this is here and then this one's here, it's like generally should kind of be towards this coordinate heading, but there's no.
For at the moment, since you two are kind of like working together, especially with Harmony having such experience with maps and cartography, one of you can roll investigation check with advantage.
Okay.
Or you can both roll investigation.
What is your investigation?
+9.
Yeah, you would.
Okay, I get what you're saying. What about maybe this way? 27.
27. By putting your heads together, it's basically Tem having all the information and kind of like vomiting it out into like the chart, and Harmony sort of refining it using map making skills, using cartography and stuff to sort of, chop up the fat, hem the details, and kind of make sure that the map is a bit more usable, accurate. And by like combining notes and everything, because you have the sketch of the map that was left behind in Foundtown, there is the sewing on the inside of the coat that you've been making yourself, and as you kind of like lay them next to each other, they're pretty identical. They're pretty, like, they match up. Yeah. Not like they're not to scale, but as you can see, there's obviously a connection. They have these almost the exact same distance between like the dynasty and the heart of the ocean. So you know that you're on the right track in forming a pretty workable map.
Okay.
Do you, between you, know roughly how many days of travel it might be before? Is that something that you can figure out?
I mean, I think we can maybe extrapolate that based off of like the distance between the dynasty and the mainland, right? And like just kind of like triangulate that. And
well, are we going to show? Should we show Captain Shiosh this map?
Yeah, they should be aware. We don't have to give them too much information about maybe what is there, but they need to know our heading, and they might have a greater sense of the time that it might take to get to that place too.
Yeah.
Is it worth asking them whether they've traveled in this area of the ocean before and know of any islands or land masses or other landmarks?
Yeah, they said that they do make the run from here to the mainland of Elbrun quite often, but I don't know if they've said that direction. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I guess, once we find the heart of the ocean, if it is an island or some sort of building or something, they're going to see it too. What are we going to tell them? Well, if it is, or what are we going to tell them we're doing?
Well, if it looks like how I saw it looking in the vision that Emir gave me, it's going to be pretty apparent, and there's probably not going to be too much explaining away that we can do for what it really is, because it was a giant floating structure in the sky.
In the sky?
Well, yeah, above. It was this crystalline structure, kind of.
So we're going to have to get from the ship up.
There may be a way from the surface to there, or I'm who knows? It may have been not as clear of what the reality of the situation is, but I figure the first step is just finding it, and then we can figure out what happens there. And I can give us all wings now too. Remember we have those fairy wings.
And I can make doorways if it's close enough.
So we can
Okay.
see. But yeah, I think we should at least check in with the captain and say, hey, we're now, we're at voyage at sea, and this is our heading.
Yeah.
So I would go and take Harmony probably with me, and we would just go to and anyone else who wants to come, but we would head to the captain's, like either the helm or wherever the captain is.
Yeah.
Good
I
luck.
get a
You got this.
You see, for the most part, at least for this first day and the first few hours of travel we've been out, Captain Shish is pretty hands-on. She's at the helm, and occasionally she'll, like, if she leaves it, she usually leaves her first mate, Fernando, he's very tired looking. This poor man has, like, the receding hairline is starting to gray, big mustache, and every conversation he seems to have, no matter what it is, there's a kind of afterwards before he kind of shuffles off. You get the sense that Captain Shish is, so far, to all your faces, has been very boisterous and very confident and loud, and you get that she is like that, and the first mate is the one who cleans up what that attitude brings. So it may not always be smooth sailing, but so far it has been. And Shish, true to her word, is up there at the helm with her first mate and Pogo, the gnome, all kind of standing around the helm once you
Pogo.
arrive.
Did he find his dog?
No dog inside.
Yeah.
Captain, do you have a second?
Yes. Complaints already. I'm so sorry. I'll keep it
Oh,
steady.
no, not at all. No, it's been smooth sailing so far.
I
Thank
know.
you.
Just joking. It's always steady. She kind of like spins it before just like stepping away from it and calling to you. Immediately the first mate reaches in, catches it, and goes back to it. What could I do for you?
Well, now that we're at sea, we wanted to just check in and give you a little bit more information about our heading.
Yes.
got a map.
So
and-
far, we've only got southeast as our designations.
And Harmony and I here have compiled all of our information.
an approximate map,
Yeah.
and I'll kind of just like unroll it so she can look at it. And so we're, we know it's going to be around about this area, and this is we're going in the right direction. But you're the captain here. I mean, do you have any idea how long it would take to get that far?
A few days, I would think. Maybe if the winds are good, 3-4 days. If we had any rough weather, closer to a week. But as the captain, I do hate to break it to you. I have to be the bearer of bad news, but that location is smack dab in the middle of the ocean. I don't believe there's anything there.
Well, we have reason to believe that there is something there. And it...
Of spiritual significance.
Yes. You can think of this as a pilgrimage of sorts for
Yes.
me specifically, but our group as a whole. It's a very important place to all of us and what we're seeking.
She kind of like nods along and then slowly leans back and turns towards her first mate. They paid, right? Yes, ma'am. Tally ho, well, when
Right.
there we shall go.
Do you know of any, if we chart a course in this way, do you know of any islands or other places that might be stops along the way, or places to safe harbor or anything like that?
No land masses on the way there. We may chance by another ship, perhaps. Trading vessels will sometimes run up a flag and want to barter and like that. Obviously, if you're in a rush, we won't make any unnecessary stops.
We are very adamant about getting there soon.
Yeah, I think no unnecessary stops and
Full sail to the wind. Consequences be damned. I like it.
Well, I mean, consider the consequences, of course.
but mostly be damned.
Mostly
Yeah.
I like that.
And say we came into range of a ship that was not friendly. What do you all do when that happens?
Luckily, she kind of like pats like one of the railings of the ship. Luckily, the spirit is pretty speedy. We've managed to outrun most encounters that we've had. The few that we've had to defend ourselves, well, we do just fine.
Okay.
And I have even less to worry about, as you were proved all fairly capable this morning.
Yeah, and your crew did seem ready to jump into action if anything went wrong after.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we feel confident. We feel your expertise is well appreciated.
We'll just steer clear of any ships just to avoid any delays.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We wouldn't want anyone to know that we're smuggling someone important aboard. She looks pointedly at him.
Oh, well, I'm not wouldn't call myself
Smuggle-
important.
And we're not
smuggling.
smuggling.
No,
it.
I just, you know.
I mean, everyone on our team is important.
That's why you weren't automatically passed by that Oxidon warship.
Well, as you know, things are quite tense and complicated with.
Look, I
Oxidon
don't care. I
society.
don't care if you're on the run. I don't care if we're trying to hide you. I don't care. You are hunted by the ivory sail itself. So long as you pay, this ship is yours.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Then
let's-
we're all good.
However, I
just
will say
stay
if
hidden
you
in
do
secret.
put any of my crew members in danger,
Well,
I
that is-
will give you up.
That is not the intention at all, and we will do everything in our power to ensure that we all arrive where we need to be safely.
Excellent. Then we shall be the best of friends.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
I love friends.
Yep, me too.
Okay.
Any other information about the where we are headed, definitely give to me. I'll make sure that we're headed in the right course. Any complaints, anything like that, direct them to Fernando, please.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks, Fernando.
Sounds great.
So
So
just kind of like nods, is keeping the ship steady.
3 to 4 days, given good weather.
Yeah, wonderful.
All right.
If you need anything from us, don't hesitate to ask either.
We will.
Well, good evening, and we will probably retire soon.
Goes back to, just kind of meanders around and kind of like just watches Fernando like sailing. And he's doing a fantastic job. Of just swats him on the shoulder, not like that, and just grabs it back.
I guess we would report back to everyone wherever they've gathered. Yeah.
One thing I did want to do before it got dark was take a look while I'm on deck before it gets dark. Is anyone following us?
Oh, you give a perception.
That's 22.
22. At first, maybe it's just Anara's nerves or suspicious mind or whatnot, but at first, like after leaving the initial bay, you do get paranoid and think that you might be being followed, but after like the first hour or so, you notice that this boats start to like split off in their own headings in a way. But it kind of gives you a relax, and by now you've been a few hours out at sea, the coastline is gone, and any other signs of any other ships also gone.
Well, we've got a course charted, and it should be 3 or 4 days if the weather is good.
What do people do on these ships for so long?
Play cards.
Ooh,
Gamble and
No, we can play
sing,
some Dragon
sing
Chess, maybe.
songs and
I
Yeah.
have to do this for 3 or 4 days.
Are you doing okay?
I'm not feeling so hot.
Is it just being?
It's just
At
no.
sea?
It's just I don't know. I'm just far. I've never been this far
What
away
about your
from.
arm? Is it okay?
Yeah. I mean, it felt a little strange leaving, but I've never been this far away from land, so it's a little strange for me. But I'll be fine.
Is there
I'll be
anything
fine.
that we can do for you?
You guys got a lot of dirt.
Like just like randomly just like shake
Just-
around and you see if
That
there's
is
like
kind of a lot
dust
of
or
dirt.
dirt or like
He's covered in dirt.
Oh.
There's a fair amount.
what
Hey,
about
Dad, what do you got in there? And just like also take a look at sledge.
It
and,
does
like,
give you
start
at least a
picking
little bit of
away at
comfort.
like rust bits in part of sledge.
It-
let me
it grounds
maybe
you.
let me try something, and I'll just kind of take my lyre and like kind of play a song, and I guess like do like a creating an object, but see if I can
Song
just
of
make
creation,
like a
but just
mass
dirt?
of sand, yeah, like a mass of
Pile of sand.
like as big a pile of sand as I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Well, you'll have it for an hour.
This is great. Thanks.
Let's get a big barrel.
You get a good like children's sandbox worth of like sand.
Emotional support sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
It definitely, as soon as you like get near
Zakkai's
it, it
litter
does like
box.
anchor you.
Aww. Am I allowed to shit in this?
3 hours. I don't,
Oh my god.
Well, I think if you do, after 3 hours, the sand will disappear, and then
Yeah,
your ship will
allows.
just be on the deck.
That's what they call the poop deck.
I think that's why they call it the poop deck.
Damn. All right. No pooping.
does maybe some gunpowder work as part of Earth too? Maybe.
I don't
What
think
about
you should be
metal?
pooping in the
Oh,
bed.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
No defecating.
I'll take one of my bullets and I'll
Are we
cast
supposed to poop on
magical
the rail?
tinkering on it, and I'll make it smell like deep earth
Mm.
rock, and I'll be like, "Here, give it a sniff."
No, that's good.
It's weirdly like a bouquet to you. It's like it's Everyone else just smell like wet dirt kind of smell, but it's great. Very comforting.
Can I have all of this?
Yeah, it's for you. Thank you.
It smells like dust.
Kind of tuck it into the folds, so I can just.
Anything else anyone wanted to do for the remainder of the first day?
I would like to continue working on his leg
Mhm.
to make it more seaworthy. With kind of an attempt to maybe give him like a swimming speed
Absolutely,
or
that's
something.
kind of what I was thinking.
And then if there
It's
is,
for dolphin then.
yeah, kind of.
You just attach like a foot.
Well, I
to
don't know.
it.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer dolphin? Would you prefer shark? Would you prefer like something? It
Propeller.
wouldn't. It
Webbed
wouldn't be like a
propellers.
permanent thing. It could be like an
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
attachment, like if you want. I'm like. So what do you think? And I'll be like, writing down schematics.
The little fin sounds cool.
Fin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some little like wiggly fins sort of thing.
I was thinking maybe this kind of, and I'll show him like some designs and stuff like that.
Almost kind of like little eel-like. kind of
Yeah.
things.
You help me on this one, right?
Yeah.
Give me just roll a d20, add your intelligence and proficiency bonus.
I'll give you inspiration too once you're starting to put it together.
If I use my smith's tools, can I double my proficiency with the
Oh, because you're
trait that I have?
You have expertise, correct?
I have tool expertise.
Then yes.
Okay. So
Give us some
And Sledgehog is your
lo-fi
multi tool. So.
right.
songs.
Okay. So what was that?
Add your intelligence and
Intelligence.
proficiency bonus.
Proficiency times 2. Okay. So
And you,
21.
You can roll the inspiration with advantage if you want.
Cool.
23.
23. Yeah, it's a little comical a bit because Basil's just kind of hopping there on one foot while you watch. But yeah, you're like tinkering immediately. Nik-Nak pulls those like goggles down. There's a bunch of little like lenses that kind of snap into place. Start working at it. Yeah, you think you got a pretty good grasp on it. You can put this together.
If you want, we could maybe give it for a spin if this boat ever slows down just a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe in the morning.
Yeah.
Go for a swirl.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have something else that would help with that.
Okay, cool. So, great. Experiments.
Gotta take it for a test run.
A test swim.
Well, if it works.
A test dive.
Test sink.
A test sink. Test float, maybe, please.
Anyone else?
I'll just use the map that we're trying to make. I'll just also use the clockwork ink beetle to try to use it to map. Try to map where we're going to make sure it seems like we're staying on course to where we think we're supposed to be going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Little Beetle crawls along it, does a little stamp on the little compass rose and scuttling and making little details and stuff. Excellent.
Oh, the only last thing I want to do is if any of the crew is playing card games, I'd want to try to play card games while waiting for Nik-Nak. And if there's any gambling, I will probably randomly been like, sure, money's thin on the table. This is the thing that's happening.
Absolutely.
Everybody's doing it.
It's a pirate. It's a sailing vessel out for a few days. 100%. At one point, Grits the Hadozi, Laura the half elf, and Fernando are all at a table at one point playing cards in the evening. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to.
What game you playing?
Pass the king.
Ooh, I'll try playing. How do you play?
You don't know the rules?
I mean,
The three
beginner's
sailors
luck.
look at each other and then back at you all at the same time.
Oh boy.
I mean, I know Pass the Fox.
Basically the same, and they kind of wave you away. Give me. Yeah. Okay. I want to know just how lucky you are. Just roll a d20 for me.
Yeah. D20. Nat 20.
Hey!
Oh, nat 20.
Lucky rabbit.
Well,
Well,
you
beginner's
asked.
luck.
You asked.
You asked.
Did you take your own foot?
No.
After about
You're banned from the game.
Guys don't lie.
That's a lie.
after about 20 minutes, Basil, you have made 70 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
As they 100% tried to hustle you, and then it turns out to be the complete opposite.
Wow.
Or they 100% saw like, oh, this poor doof has no idea what he's doing. We're just gonna take him to the cleaners, and then it was 100% flipped. Before eventually, like, Grits and Laura like are like, oh, too rich for us, and they excuse themselves. And Fernando just says, I don't think I'm allowed to lose any more of the captains of golds.
Oh.
Whoa.
Thanks, guys. And I just like hop away, and you just hear like a bag of coins like hop away as I just hobble back over to Nik-Nak.
Excellent. Basil, please make a dexterity saving throw for me, quick.
Uh-oh. That was... That's a 6.
6. As you're kind of like hopping along, someone removed the nails from one of these floorboards. As
Oh,
you're
no.
one good like goes through one of
Quicklings!
the floorboards, you do take 4 points of damage.
Oh no.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
You might want to do something about that.
I've had my shots, right?
Last I checked.
Okay.
Anything else to see?
I guess I'll just spend the evening working with Slink, continuing to try and
Do-
coordinate.
Do the eyeless, basically,
that,
where
and
she
then
can
also just trying to figure out if there's a way I can get Slink to be able to take the help action in combat,
see.
to sort of interfere with enemies.
I gotcha.
So
Yes.
trying to train them to fly and jump up and
Jump, yeah.
basically. I mean, obviously, while Slink is not hanging out with the city.
Sure.
I'll just like take
Slimy-
turns either playing
slimy
music
ones
or
of
then
those.
like if Piccolo does come back, just be like, oh, I really wanted to practice a little bit with him, but he kind of, I don't know where he went. He kind of went off somewhere, and then like if he comes back, I'm just like, maybe we'll play like hide and seek where he goes and hides somewhere, and then I try to like see through his eyes and then see if I can find him.
I do love that. I'll say that happens a couple times. You're able to sort of like use his vision to track him down. Eventually, towards the end of the night, he goes off for one more time, and you try to jump into his senses, and you can't.
You can't go that far away. We have to be like kind of closer for it to work.
No response.
He really doesn't listen very well. He just kind of runs off a lot.
As you sort of like gave up a little bit on Piccolo, you kind of turn, and then something like startled you, gives you a bit of like captures your attention. You're not quite sure how you missed it before. After all, she's being incredibly obvious about it. You glance and you see in the corner below decks, off in the corner of the room on the ceiling, a woman is standing on the ceiling. Her skin is slate gray. Short, midnight black hair pulled into very tight curls. She's dressed in a very revealing, risque black lace, almost like, just like bodice and panties and heels, and that's all she's wearing.
I think you have the wrong room.
As she breathes, you can see the
Zakkai's room's down the hall.
as she sort of like inhales and exhales. As she breathes, you can see like through the little holes in the lace that like beneath that gray skin, there's like a faint orange glow that kind of like rises and falls, almost as if she's got like a furnace in her chest. She's standing on the ceiling. She looks like she's slightly damp, like she just got out of the pool, and it's kind of like dropping onto the floor. But she's just standing on the ceiling. She has like a leather bound folder under one arm, and she's kind of looking at you.
Folder. Is there anything like on the folder or written on the folder or anything?
No. It seems to be like it has several pieces of parchment, like pages inside, but
Oh, I don't. you weren't one of the crew. I don't. Did you sneak onto the ship? What are you doing here? Or did you say I recognized her?
No.
Okay, yeah.
But she just kind of like looks at you a little bit, looks around before she kind of like turns and starts walking. And she sort of steps, and the gravity just sort of bends as she walks and kind of steps onto the wall, walks down the wall, and steps onto the floor, and just kind of just looking at you, peeks inside the folder, nods, and just kind of keeps staring at you.
What are you looking at?
That's none of your concern.
Oh. Could you please show it to me? I love learning new things, and I'll cast suggestion. I feel like she'll not fail this.
What?
I'm just so
Can you
curious.
please
I'm
show
so
me?
curious. Pretty please.
I really love learning.
I just
Big
love
fan.
reading.
Big fan of any paper I see. I want to read it.
It's a wisdom thing?
Yes. Yeah. 15.
26.
No. Who are you?
I am Imix, Auditor of Dis, City of Endless Torment, and Second Circle of the Nine.
Why are you here?
An infernal contract is being drafted in which your sole possession thereof, whereabouts, and/or its cosmic integrity fall within the terms of agreement. As an auditor of the Hells, I am tasked with ensuring your soul is unsullied and safeguarded while the terms are set.
Well, I haven't signed anything. What is this contract that's...
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the contract, its
Even though it
stipulations, or
concerns me?
participatory litigants.
I think that I should know the terms of the contract if it concerns me and my soul, apparently.
No.
Not the devil lawyer.
Well, how long is this contract drawing up going to take?
I do not know.
Then why are you even here?
To safeguard your soul and make sure that it is unsullied and safeguarded while the terms are set.
But you can't tell me anything about what's happening?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of this contract, its stipulations, or participatory litigants.
Does my mother know about this?
Lillinel Avernus, first of the nine. Yes.
I'm gonna have to talk to her about this because
She looks away from you for a second. The negotiations have completed and the terms are finalized. Scorched and hellfire upon the eternal stones. Please accept our sincerest indifference. Thank you for your compliance and cooperation with the Nine Hells, where every soul counts. And she snaps, and like a drop of ink in water dissipates.
Oh. What?
Well, I didn't sign anything, so this shouldn't apply to me. Have I? No, there's nothing like this has ever happened before.
No.
Piccolo.
He appears.
Oh,
Yes, mistress.
Are you able to go take a message to my mother?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
He seems almost excited about that.
great. I'll describe like the woman to him and just see if he's like seen like a creature or a person or like that before. What do you know? Or she was from Dis, from the second level, but that doesn't have anything to do with me.
City of Endless Torment.
Right, but my mother's from, well, just trapped on the first level. It's not even. I don't know why there's some sort of contract going on that I don't even know anything about, and I didn't sign anything, so I didn't agree to any of this. Could you just go? Could you at least go to my mother and tell her that that I was just visited by a representative from DIS about a contract regarding my soul.
Very well. I shall return with a response.
Okay.
Furnace. I have not been there in quite some time.
Okay. Well, that'll be nice for you to see it again.
Hey, well, and he like starts like scratching at the wood planks on the floor as if he were like digging, and just making like little scratch marks. But slowly, as the scratch marks get a little bit deeper, you see little tiny wisps of smoke and little kind of embers as he like eventually cracks the floorboards and pulls them apart, and there's a little kind of inferno hole in the ship before he kind of scampers in and it snaps shut.
That's cool.
So cool.
Okay. I'll go like back up to above the decks. Okay. I don't know. Who do I see? Who do I see first?
I mean, Captain Shiesh is at the helm with Pogo. And Anara, will you up? Out up on deck at the very least, training Slink. And whoever else wants to be out on deck can.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
working
think
on
Tem
the
is
way.
just like literally like watching the stars horizon.
I guess.
Look what I did.
I guess I maybe would go to 10
$70
first.
That's enough for a pet.
Since you're worldly and
Yeah, sure.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so I was just playing hide and seek innocently, playing hide and seek with Piccolo, and I was visited by a representative of the second level of the Hells of Dis,
What?
and she was talking about some infernal contract that had to do with my soul.
Wait, you made
I've
a
never-
deal with the devil?
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't sign anything. I didn't agree to anything. She didn't even tell me any information, which seems very, from what I know of contracts, you should at least know the terms of the contract and the parties involved if it has to do with you.
What? Well,
I just...
does this have to do with your mom? No?
I don't think so. I mean...
Because you haven't had any real contact with anyone in the Hells besides your mother
No,
recently.
she just calls me sometimes to check in. But
And
she would have bothered to call and tell me about something that serious.
And this person that was here
She
did
not have very much clothing on, and she has like the gray skin and like dark curly hair, and then was just wearing like very lacy, just lacy things. I thought that maybe she was looking for Zakkai, and it was some sort of game or something.
well, and
But then she started talking very officially about infernal contracts, and I.
Well, what did
Still
she
fun
say
game.
exactly? What was the wording of what was happening with your soul?
She said that she was there to safeguard my soul while the contract was being drawn up, while the terms of the contract were being drawn up.
Safeguard your soul. So your soul is being used as a bargaining chip in some contract? Did she give you a receipt or anything, or like?
No, I know
like,
exactly.
you
She
know?
didn't. I got no information. I didn't get to read a copy of anything. I certainly didn't sign anything or agree to anything. And then, after 20 seconds, she just disappeared.
Not even a business card.
She also walked on the ceiling, which was impressive and cool, but then, given the rest of the circumstances,
Not what you were.
not cool.
Yeah, not good. Well, do you have a way to contact your mom? Is this? I mean, I don't know who would know about this.
Well, I
Do they have
sent Piccolo.
legal services, or I just don't know. What?
Well-
That's crazy.
I mean, I literally have sat in on contract classes to help do homework, and yeah, I know.
For Riz, yeah.
I would go to his classes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I assume a contract with the devil is similar to a warlock patron, so
Exactly.
but you would think if there's some binding agreement happening that involves you as a party, you would have more information.
That's what I'm saying. And she really just did not tell me anything. And I mean, my necklace only really works one way. I just, I can't contact into, Avernus. I have to wait for her to be able to, sneak away and be able to have some time to get a message through. But so Piccolo, I think is trying to get to her, but
if you really need to talk to your mom, I might be able to get a message through too, direct from you. I mean, I don't know her, but if you describe her to me, and I could try and get a message through to the Hells. But
Okay.
but if you've already sent Piccolo, and I mean.
We're working on following directions. But I would say, Slink is A+ at behaving and following Anara's directions, and I would say Piccolo right now is C-.
Okay, all right. Room for improvement.
Yeah, the follow through. We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're studying. We're practicing.
Yeah.
But I feel, maybe he'll stay more on task if it has to do with my safety. But
Well, the thing could be if you send a message through and then your necklace only works one way, at least if it gets to your mom, she would have a way to reach back out to you. So, and if you want to try multiple,
nothing's wrong.
if you want to try multiple options, I can
I
can help out.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Okay. All right. Let's find a private area and we can just. And I think if I connect with you, it should flow through pretty well. Since
Okay.
you're so familiar with your mom.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna find an area to cast sending, and so you have 25 words to send to your mom.
Make them count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Okay. And I'll also okay.
That's all I need.
Mother.
Mother.
That's
Mommy.
So I think what Tem will do as his
Mother.
sending thing is he is gonna take a piece of cloth and it's embroidery. So as you're dictating to him, he's going to it's almost like
embroidery.
yeah, speed embroidering, but it's spectral kind of thread with it, and it vanishes as it's going on, and it's literally like a telegram kind of
Hell
thing
yeah.
going on.
That's cool.
Amazing.
And will she? Well, if you're sending it to her, will she know it's from me, or do I have to say that it's coming from me?
Well, I think having some indication of who you are, because it will be just
We'll do a
it's
third person.
it's heard in the mind. So when I'm sending this, it will go telepathically to her. So it will most likely be in my voice, my writing. But if you have a nickname that she called you or something, that's an easy signifier to say this is coming from me.
Okay.
Do an impression of her.
Hi, Mom.
her voice is deep. All right. I'll just I'll describe her.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
name's Lillinell, and
Mhm.
I mean I guess she probably goes by Claremont too. So
Mhm.
and then I'll just describe what she looks like.
physical description.
Hey, Mrs. C.
She's so pretty, and she's
Hey,
just
girl.
the best. Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, I think, say, Harmony was contacted by lawyer from DIS. She'll know what that is.
I'm listening. Tem is smart. He's not gonna be like, whatever she says.
Dictate.
Like all those grocery store cakes. Have you seen those? Sorry.
Is my soul in jeopardy? Sent Piccolo. Need advice. I didn't sign anything. I don't know what's happening.
And then as I finish that, it all, I think it kind of since it's being sent to Hells, it burns up. It's all just and burns away. And then so if it's across a plane, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive. You know if the delivery fails. Upon receiving your message, a creature can block your ability to reach it again with a spell for 8 hours. If you try sending another message during that time, you learn that you are blocked and the spell fails. So.
Is it that you have to roll for it? Or?
I don't know. It doesn't say that I roll for it. I think
Percentile die roll that never happens.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to roll the?
Sure, I'll roll it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it 5% chance?
5%
If it's
chance.
1 to 5.
So
it
1 to
fails?
5.
Alright.
No, 5 random numbers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna roll off the
Wow.
23.
Oh my god!
It works so well.
All right. It makes it there.
Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully she knows how to contact you through your necklace, right?
Yeah, she does. I mean, she might. Sometimes it's hard for her to get some
You're
time away
interrupted,
from work.
Harmony, as suddenly Tem's body goes rigid and his head goes up and his trunk sticks out straight forward and his eyes start bleeding and turn red.
No! Bleeding!
Oh my god.
Tim!
His mouth hangs open and you hear Harmony!
Oh my god!
My perfect little hellspawn.
And you
Do
didn't
not
sign a
worry.
contract.
I do not consent to this.
No consent to my body being used as a vessel. I'll just hold my necklace.
There's
It's so
streaming blood.
Guys, they're devils.
It's awkward and uncomfortable. Harmony, my little hellspawn, do not worry. Standard infernal boilerplate, I assure you. Your father's doing wonderful work. Very smart of you to find the perfect spot to dig.
Was that just the message
That was her
back? It
sending
wasn't
back.
her being a medium or whatever. It was
It was
the
it
response.
was
Okay,
her
okay.
sending
That was
back.
the spell.
Okay.
She was smart enough to realize it was you through someone else and took it upon herself to take over the said
Okay.
proxy to deliver the message back.
Okay,
That's
so
what she wanted.
so she said
Horrified.
Scary. Yeah.
She says, Harmony, my perfect little hellspawn, not to worry. Standard infernal boilerplate. Your father is doing wonderful work. Very smart of you to find the perfect place to dig.
that didn't answer my question. Just no one's giving me any information. Tem? I'll just kind of rub his arms a little bit, and before he wakes up, I'll actually prestidigitation away the blood.
I come back too, or
Yeah, after a
Okay.
few seconds, you just...
Are you?
What happened? Did I fall asleep?
No, I think that I think that my
Tim, your throat is real hoarse. You feel real hot in here.
What?
I think that my mother, instead of just replying telepathically, went a little above and beyond and just kind of gave the message back through you.
What?
But I think you seem fine.
Blood down your face.
Did I?
It's gone now.
Did I? What did I say?
Well, it wasn't even very helpful. She just said that it was a standard boilerplate contract.
That
And that there was nothing
she
to
didn't
worry
say
about.
who, or what, or who was doing this?
No.
To be fair, she also only had 25.
Yeah. Well, she.
I mean, she used some of the message to say hi and call me her little hellspawn, and
Uh-huh.
which I'm I try to tell her Mother,
But she seems like she knew about this.
Yeah, which
Well,
it's not like her to keep secrets from me like that, and I really don't appreciate being used.
do you trust her with this? This seems very invasive. Clearly.
I do trust her to not hurt me, obviously, and to do what she thinks is best for me. But she also, I know that, she can be very opinionated, and she wanted me to be a warlock so that she could be my patron, which is very kind of weird and strange, and I
Do you
didn't
think
really...
this is her organizing your warlock contract without your consent?
I don't think that's not how it works.
But if she knew that you were becoming a warlock and she was going to be your patron anyway, what if she just took those steps?
She doesn't know that I'm not a warlock.
Right, but she's a devil. She would know the intricacies of selling a soul or signing it away. It seems like she might be just assuming these things, and you know how I know how parents can be, where they just make the decision and go with it no matter what they think.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her to try to talk to. I mean, I told her that Riz and I both have a Fae patron. I wouldn't put it past her to think that she's helping, and by taking over a contract with the Fae patron, but that contract doesn't exist.
Right.
I'm a bard. I wanted to be a musician and a poet and a historian.
I think you need a lawyer.
Well,
Some sort of legal services. Does the Hells offer that? Is there pro bono something?
that's really not what they like to do.
Maybe the university might have someone that you can...
Well, that's true.
But I think this is beyond my wheelhouse, and I really was my
I
neck. It was my trunk.
She has a very sultry voice. It could have been.
My trunk is sore.
some
It
of the
feels like
translation.
it's being pulled away from my skull. I think I need to lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just do a little cure wounds.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help
Okay,
a little bit.
all right. Yeah, my head. Oh god. Well, let me know if Piccolo comes back too and what he says. But I'm sorry. I hope that everything's okay.
I don't feel any different. I'm pretty sure that when you enter into at least a magical contract, well, at least for, if you're getting, agreeing to be a warlock with a patron, I mean, you can, I think, feel that that's where your magic comes from.
Right.
I don't feel any different.
Yes. Interesting. Well,
I can't believe that she would do something like that behind my back.
parents can disappoint you.
Well, I'll see what Piccolo says when he comes back, and maybe she'll call me later.
You tell her to use the necklace, if you can, because, yeah, I'm probably gonna be asleep.
Okay.
That will not stop.
Oh. And, yeah, I'm like at that point I'm like toast. I'm gonna get in the hammock.
Okay. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. If you need anything, you can wake me up. But I think I need some rest. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe let the others know what's going on. So if there's another demon, devil lawyer, that they don't get shocked. Or share what you feel comfortable with.
Well, and we should definitely make sure Zakkai doesn't see her before that same lady comes back, because I think he would follow her right off the edge of the boat.
18 passive perception.
I'm
Just
saying,
saying.
maybe he could have run interference.
She was very focused on the legal,
All business
reasons that she was, which I mean, I know
In
it's.
this case,
I know it's the hells, but
Notice if your
even
friends
then,
are judging
is
you.
that what lawyers wear?
Yeah.
Even in hell,
That's the
is
roll to care.
that's crazy.
That's true. That's true.
No roll.
to each their own with
Roll
their
to
business
give up.
life, I guess. But yeah, well,
You rest.
we'll
yeah.
talk more tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just I'll talk to the others just so they. I don't know. I mean, everyone should know just in case something weird happens or something that isn't me or something like that. I don't know. I feel so weird now. Like something could just. I don't know. Take over or something.
Well, I'll do my best. Let me think about if there's anything that I can do to help protect you, and I'll meditate on that for a little bit tonight before I go to sleep. But I think hopefully everything will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll just
Go for bed.
yeah.
I think-
normally.
Yeah, if anything else, I think I would just then go find Basil. And I'm not trying to like keep whatever anything like secret, so whoever's kind of around. Hey you guys, what are you doing?
Nik-Nak's helping me get my sea legs going.
Almost done, I think. Yeah.
You're getting new legs?
Well, yeah, he's helping me get some fins on it to see if I can help swim a little bit better.
Just in case he gets
Good
thrown
idea.
overboard or something like that.
Yeah.
Which might happen. Who knows?
I had well, so Basil, I actually had a question. I thought maybe you could help me with something.
Of course.
So, do I? Did I ever, feel like fiendish or evil to you at all? Aside from just obviously I'm a tiefling, so I'm half devil, but morally, or maybe more with your sort of like, paladin sense.
I mean, I guess if
I never felt that way before, right?
I don't think so. Let me see if I can try to I'll just rub my temples a little bit, and as the static electricity will slowly calm down and just slowly numb down a little bit, and then surge into my whiskers a little bit more, and then I will activate divine sense, and then kind of reopen up my senses and just take a look at Anara to make sure it's working. And it's okay.
She registers as an
See her. It's okay. And then I slowly turn and then see Nik-Nak and Slag. Okay.
Just the
And then
slow pain.
I'll turn it over to Harmony and what do I see at that point?
Nothing really. She doesn't register as undead, fae, fiend. There's a
Nothing.
yeah, there's maybe a fiendish residue, but it's not coming from her. It's almost kind of just dust in the air that's slowly dissipating.
My scanner says nothing, so
Okay, that's good.
yeah. Seems
Okay, good.
good to me, which is all great. I mean,
Okay.
the only thing feels weird is just Anara, but she still feels good, and that's fine. I mean, she packs a punch, but
Yeah. Okay.
what
That's
is
good.
Why is everything okay?
Well, I was playing hide and seek with Piccolo, and I was looking for him, and then I turned around and there was this woman that was standing on the ceiling, and she was there on behalf of Dis, the second level of the hells.
Sure.
Like Avernus. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And anyway,
Yeah.
so she was like a representative. I
Okay,
guess you could say
underground.
kind of like a lawyer from hell, I guess. But it was just very strange. She was telling me about, I guess, a contract and something about my soul and a contract, and she was safeguarding my soul until the terms of the contract were drawn up. And then I tried to ask her for more information. She didn't tell me anything. And then after just 20 seconds, then I guess it was done. And then she said that everything was fine, and she disappeared. But I didn't sign anything. I didn't agree to anything. I didn't. I didn't commit to anything. I don't know what this contract is about, but Tem helped me, and he helped me send a message to my mother, and she didn't really tell me anything either, except that it was a boilerplate contract, infernal contract, and there's nothing to worry about. And I feel like I'm being used in some sort of deal or agreement that I don't even know anything about. No one will tell me anything, but I guess I got really nervous for a minute that, I don't know, that maybe something happened to me or someone was gonna try and do something to my magic or try to make me evil or I don't know, something like that. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't evil.
Well, I think maybe at the end of the day, it's what you kind of choose to do, but I don't know. I guess, can I, in my divine sense too, and similar to what I've done with Zakkai, and like sensing curses, can I sense if like she's maybe been like cursed at all, or has any like cursed things on her person at all?
Your scissors help out with that, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one second.
I'm wondering all that short and pull that up.
Either way. Give me a...
I think I've been doing Arcana checks for that.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check for it.
Hey, that's a 19.
19. There doesn't seem to be any like curse or anything like afflicting harmony at all.
Okay. Especially nothing near her amulet.
No.
Okay. Well, can't tell anything. I guess also what she's described to it all. Could it seem anything familiar to like a Fae contract at all? To like something that could be like against her will sort of way, or like maybe it's like a weird like bargaining chip of being like my firstborn child.
Give me a history check real quick with advantage. You're from the Fae.
It's a good old 9.
9. It doesn't sound like any fake contract you ever heard before. Every fake contract you ever heard is so like wordy and whimsical, and there's so many little like rules.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very
Just
like this is
Run
very
on sentences for
this is very like very straightforward all business and fake contract.
Well, they use pronouns. Whoa, it's too much. Nobody can understand those. Well, whatever it is, second law will protect you, and I guess we'll take any contract they have and we'll cut it up, and I'll just use the scissors. It's like
Okay, thanks, Basil.
And if anything, we'll keep an eye out for you too. We'll keep checks and.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Nothing in the hells can touch you out here, though. You don't have to worry about them touching you or getting hold of you here, right?
That's what I think. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I went to classes about warlock contracts. I paid way more attention than Riz, and he's the actual warlock. So I know that I didn't agree to anything. So I don't know.
Sleeping on it.
Yeah. I guess I'm telling you guys just so that maybe just help me keep an eye out, I guess. If anything seems strange or if you all see anything, or if you see the lady that came to me from Dis, had like gray skin and really curly dark hair, and was wearing a very revealing outfit.
She's on the boat.
Zakkai, where'd you come from?
I overheard. I was walking around the deck.
Just doing laps.
Yeah, I was bored.
But she already left, and
Take another lap. I walk off.
So I assume if Zakkai will alert us pretty quickly if he catches wind of anything like that.
Wait, we had an intruder on the board, and I stand up and then instantly fall topple over.
Not ready yet.
She
No,
seems
sorry.
more of like a messenger type. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think she must have, kind of teleported in, teleported out. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't believe that. Like I know that my mother wants the best for me, and she would never hurt me. So I just don't understand why she would kind of do something so secretive and not really tell me what's going on, especially when it apparently involves my soul.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to find out from her and be able to talk to her someday.
Yeah,
Figure
she
it out.
needs to call me. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's not right. It's your soul. You should choose what you do
Yeah.
with it.
Exactly.
He's right.
Yeah.
As I continue working, I'm just gonna focus on working and say, you know, something that's always made me feel better is metal. And whenever I'm working with something, I always like to think I can hit it with the hammer, and I can heat it up, and I can bend it, and I can make it look different than what it was, but at the end of the day, it's still just metal. So if you ever wonder if somebody's coming in messing with you or changing you at all, just remember to just be a piece of metal. I'll continue working.
Weird, oddly insightful little speech from the
Yeah.
little critter that has been rigging explosives for that.
From the mouth of babes.
I think that makes sense. Yeah. Thanks, Nik-Nak.
This damn
There
fin!
was something that Basil said that I wanted to ask about again, though, which is, you said we're safe here because there isn't any way that something from the house could arrive here, but clearly this messenger was here. So
yeah.
what makes you so sure
Well,
that nothing else can reach us here?
Well,
I
because
suppose
we're all here together.
metaphorically nothing can
Yeah.
touch us.
But in terms of actual things,
I suppose if you think about
this messenger was here physically,
Not safe
as
anywhere.
far as you could tell.
But I guess if she was trying to protect
She
her
seems
soul, then
pretty
she
physical.
wouldn't do anything.
My
That's
point
what you
is
say. I come back
She
around.
knows that things can get here. from
Just
the
a sheen
house.
of sweat. You're doing
Yeah,
that.
no.
We should be alert to this possibility. Things can reach us here. Clearly.
Yeah, I think we should definitely be, on our guard and watching each other's backs. I know we always do, but yeah, I guess it's not the. I guess it's not the. Kind of pops that bubble of a sense of security being on a ship in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah, you're telling
away
me.
from everything. If some scantily clad devil lady can just come onto the ship and then
A terrible thing.
yeah. Well, obviously I'll tell you all if
You better
if
let
something
me
happens
know.
again. Yeah, if she comes back, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Do you all want to take a watch while you sleep? Just in case?
Oh, I mean,
I can watch for half the night.
okay.
I'll watch the whole night.
Well, thank you for
Just in case.
really putting yourself on the line for my safety.
What friends are for?
I mean, to be fair, she was very matter of fact, lawyerly, not much personality, not veering off of, what she was there to do. She wasn't there to hurt me. She was actually said she was there to safeguard my soul while the terms of the contract were being drawn up. So I guess if anything, she was there to ensure my safety.
While the contract was being drawn up.
Wait,
And then you said it had been drawn up.
I think so. That's what my
So
mother said, but she's...
The protection continues?
I don't know. No one really told me
I think we should
anything.
assume that
I don't.
continues.
Yeah, I think that was just an interim protection. But I guess the flip side of that is I don't think she's going to be coming back. It seemed like that was her job, and she showed up, she did her job, she had a file folder,
Oh, no,
and then she left.
As I said to
Yeah.
Basil,
Clear sign.
I'm not worried about her, I'm worried about something else coming from the hells
Yeah.
to collect their part of the contract, wherever it may be, we don't know.
Maybe we should be careful and
I would say so.
try to set up
Watch
some
us.
protection.
Can we hide you somehow? Like, from, like, divination?
I think there are ways to do that, magical ways. Nothing that I can do. Or
If I have some time, maybe tomorrow I can start setting alarms. I misplaced my wire somewhere in storage.
I guess I could, before I go to sleep, it'll take a little while, but I could make my own glyph of warding to sleep in. At least then,
Well,
Start.
I mean,
I'll
yeah.
just
Like the fart?
but much more dangerous, more explosive.
No. Big fart.
I forgot the only thing you'd use glyph of warding for.
So far, it's a prank war, yes.
Glyph of warding.
Yes.
It would not be a D&D campaign
It's a
if not.
D&D whoopee.
Well, yeah, I'll go do that now so that I can have it set up for tonight. And obviously I'll have it so that none of you blow up if you touch it. Actually, I shouldn't do that because then if
Wait.
someone touches it, I'll blow up.
And we're on a ship. It might be going down.
I'll think
pretty
of
quickly after.
something else.
If
Maybe
you
just an
you want, you
alarm.
can borrow my gun.
Well, I mean, I'm a pretty capable spellcaster. I think.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I'll maybe what I'll do is I'll just set the glyph to make a really, really loud alarm sound.
Yeah.
That'll wake everyone up if something fiendish goes into it.
Well, we won't let them take you without a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be nearby.
Well, if the worst was gonna happen, I don't want you all to get hurt. Obviously, I'll just, I'll have to talk to my mom and have her help work everything out. But thank you, everybody. I do feel better now that I've talked to all of you.
Yeah.
Sorry that it kind of brought the mood down a little bit. I was hoping this would just be a fun trip and we would just play games and sing songs and enjoy the ocean, but
Well, I already played some games and won some money already.
oh,
I mean,
Whoa!
that's a lot.
Maybe we still have time for a song, or before we get too serious.
Well, I do need to make my glyph, so I'll play a song for that while I do that,
Okay.
and I'll just make it a happy song.
There you go. Second law. Turn it around.
Start a beat with my hammer.
And then we montage into harmony song. Anything else for this evening? Otherwise, evening passes without any more interruptions, any more lawyers from the hell showing up. Nothing else.
Yay.
Night passes quietly. For those keeping watch, Anara and or Zakkai, if you do. For the times that you are awake, nothing.
So I think what I will do for the glyph is I'll just put like a thaumaturgy spell into it, so that like the booming voice one or whatever, so that it's just like a cacophony of sound. I'll do my stomping, like all the cymbals crashing, and then it's me. It'll just be like my voice yelling like, "They're here! They're here!"
The hells are coming! The hells are coming!
You can call it the Halarmony.
Yeah.
Genius.
The Halarmony gift.
That's
gift.
pretty good.
Glyph.
Get off the internet.
And then I'll set it to anything that like a fiendish kind of presence, except for Piccolo.
Sharon, catch that.
Yeah, right.
It's just him coming back.
Hello.
We all bust in the door.
And it's just Piccolo. Rest of the evening passes by. The glyph is not set off during the evening. Since you are staying up for guard, you still transfer 4 hours? Yeah. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
That's a natural one.
Natural one, cool. Just mark off one of your for this next day. Mark off one of the knowledge from past lives. You lose one of those.
Okay. So going into next day, I have one fewer.
Yes. Once you do the long rest situation, you will mark off one
Before
knowledge
it's
from
done.
past life.
A bad trance.
Didn't take.
We've all been there.
You know how it is.
I guess before I go to sleep too, I would just try to see if I could like summon Piccolo back, or like call him back, just to see if I can like get him to come back myself.
As the spell still functions, you're able to call him back, and when you do, he's almost like kind of mid like scurry, and when he calls back, he's almost like, "How? How? Mistress, I was nearly there.
Dang it!
Shall I return?"
Yeah. Tell her to call me and to not use Tem. I think it hurt him a little bit, so just tell her to call me the
Mortals
normal.
are so fragile, you poor
I
things.
know it's horrible. Yeah, so just tell her to call me with the necklace next time, and tell her to call me right now.
I shall relay the message.
Okay, thank you.
No, just
Just kids parenting their parents.
Following day, whenever anyone chooses to kind of wake up, this sort of is a leisure cruise for a lot of you. The captain of the Spirit of Sapphire, or the crew of the Spirit of Sapphire, takes care of pretty much any like actual sailing, anything, any food prep. Pogo is in charge of that.
Oh, good.
Are we eating nuts and bolts?
Check your food.
Hopefully.
Don't break a tooth.
You do it like anytime you do like get a meal from him, it is fairly like, I mean, it's by no means a 5-star Michelin star meal. It is pretty humble, standard, just like ship stuff. But every once in a while, one of you will be chewing and you'll get a hard thing in there, and you end up spitting the bullet out.
Yeah, I imagine when he puts all the food, Nik-Nak's gonna just be like this, looking at you.
Nik-Nak.
Is he okay?
No.
What is he under a spell
He
or
has some
something?
sort of memory fit. He does. I don't know. Bogo,
Yeah,
how's it
man.
going?
It's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the dog?
What dog?
Well, you deal with that.
You
I
want
have-
another helping?
No.
Slides a big
I have
scoop, but it's mostly bullets.
Okay.
I have an idea about. Harmony told everyone what was happening, right?
Yeah, it was weird.
Nah, what?
Pogo, I heard some barking somewhere. Can you go invest? It was towards the front of the ship. Go investigate that.
Do you think it's my dog?
It could be.
I gotta check on my dog, man. He kind of turns.
I'll deal with that later.
One thing at a time.
Well, I think, and this may not work because I was thinking before I went to sleep and had a bit of a headache. So who knows if this is going to be able to happen or not. But Harmony had an idea, so we could at least narrow down who might have done the contract out on you, and maybe who they're working for.
Okay.
So bear with me because this may not work, but I need to smell you.
Okay.
And you will have to let me know if this is appropriate, Nick.
And Harmony.
And Harmony, yes. Consent is important.
Before you do
You think
that,
Yeah.
Nick
Anara
Celentano
does want to just pipe up,
is the
though,
judge
like,
for appropriateness?
and look to Zakkai and say, "Do you think this might have something to do with killing?" You remember before we got off of it? He warned us.
About the necklace.
Is this to the side, like off to the side, or are we all just in like a?
I'm starting with Zakkai before.
Yeah, we'll be off to the side.
Yeah, for the moment, but I mean, I don't want to hide it.
Yeah,
I initially want to just sort of
Because you guys
check
had
my
that
instinct
interaction.
with
Yeah.
Zakkai, because it was the two of us who heard him say that, so it would make sense for me to check with Zakkai first.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Should we perhaps,
Yeah, we should.
given what we know now, Kiln also seemed to have a deep distrust and fear of Harmony and warned us against her. Not that I believe him at all, but
But something's going on, and
maybe
so
we should just at least.
let's
share
talk to the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess
Hey.
at that point we'll share that prior to us parting ways with Kiln, he had
You've given a
basically
warning
given
word.
us a warning to stay away from you and something to do with your necklace. And so, given that you have had this experience,
Well,
Yeah.
but he was saying that before because remember he is on the run,
no, he was, but
and so he
do you
was.
think he may have taken matters into his own hands? And
It seemed like he was trying to stay away from anything that had to do with the hells as much as he could, and I know he was afraid of my necklace, but I think
maybe
only
he
because
made some
it.
deal to protect himself.
But then why would Harmony's mom know about it?
Well, as we're all arguing here, I do also have that sensor of arguing spirits that I think will activate in a couple of days if we want to try to ask it some of these questions and get some
Yeah.
answers to.
I'm not
We can
saying
try
it's
it.
Just to
I'm
try
just
it.
bringing
Hit
it
it
up
for
as
later.
something
Yeah.
related to a person we
Yeah.
know has
Mm.
a reason to want harm toward Harmony, or at least distrust toward Harmony.
Well, and if this goes well, we might have more information that we could also then use for answers later. And we might know who is behind all this, too.
Okay.
So I will need you to sit right here. I'm gonna have like Harmony like sit in a chair. So I'm gonna cast Spell Signature, which as you cast the spell, you draw out the potent secrets trapped within all magic. Choose a magical effect you are aware of that's within range. The effect releases a scent specific to the creature that created it. If you're familiar with the creature, you automatically know that the magical effect was created by them. And then if you're not, you can make an ability check to figure out like some information. I am hoping that somehow this contract thing left some sort of magical signature on her. That's how I'm like arguing this. Is to say like
I'm with you.
her soul was sold and signed
Basil
away.
sensed a little.
Yeah, there's some
something.
sort of something that happened there.
Yeah.
And then my other thing that I'm going to sell you on is that because it's sense of smell, I would have advantage on the roll.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's like this is kind of established for Tem's character.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
so,
give you guidance as well because.
or yeah, or like Bardic, that would be
Or-
amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I mean, Bardic Inspiration.
So yeah, it's based off of the DC. So if I reach certain thresholds, I get everything at that threshold and below. So it's like a series of information. And I add my so I make the roll and I add my spellcasting ability modifier and my proficiency bonus to it. So I'm adding +7 to the roll, rolling with advantage, and I've got Bardic.
And the Bardic is advantage too.
Okay.
Hell
Cool.
yeah.
All right.
Hells
Let's
yeah.
see.
Take a big whiff.
It's not funny, baby.
That's a nat 20. Off the bat.
Nice.
I had a feeling.
For a total.
So that would be
Yeah.
Keep going.
27 plus Yeah, so 31 total.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
What information does that?
So I'll go from least to greatest.
So
So I learn
bread to fill.
the
Pack it up.
this one I think I could probably assume already, but we'll see.
God, reading is fundamental here.
The type of creature that created the magical effect.
Mm.
If the creature has a class, you learn what it
Almost
is.
taking those two.
If you learn if the creature is affiliated with an organization, and then you learn the name of the creature.
Okay.
So those are the 4 things.
Hey.
First information. Just ask the question. I'll give you the answer.
Okay, so what is the type of creature that created the magical effect?
Devil.
Devil? Great. If the creature has a class, you learn what class it is.
It does.
Okay. You learn if the creature is affiliated with an organization.
The Nine Hells.
The Nine Hells? Okay, great. And you learn the name of the creature.
Lillinel of the Nine Hells.
Yeah.
First of Avernus, first of the Nine.
So I think this is all happening, like, I've kind of, I think, scattered some, like, I don't know, like random, like, spices or something, like burn a little incense censer thing and all this stuff, and some smell of fire and brimstone comes off of Harmony, and I think Tema has, like, a subconscious flashback to being possessed by, like,
Yeah.
I'm familiar in a way with
The
This
very
now.
last like sniff of her, that brimstone smell like just goes up the trunk and hits right in the front of the brain, and you get
Yeah.
just a second flash of an image in your head of just a toweringly tall, gorgeous red-skinned woman with long dark hair that kind of like flows down, and just out of like her hair, several large like horns that almost make sort of like a half crown just kind of stick out from different parts of her hair. Breathtakingly gorgeous, also horrendously terrifying to look upon.
Yeah. I think like Tim stumbles back and is like sits down a little bit and just well, Harmony.
What'd you find out? It's Kel, right?
I think you gotta have another conversation with your mom because it's her contract. It's her.
With Kel, right? You couldn't tell anything else about it or anything? I know that's a lot to ask. And I really appreciate everything you've already been able to find out.
I know for sure it's her. I have a pretty strong sense that whatever she has done, it's her magic all over this. I'm sorry I don't have more information, but
She's put me and my soul into some sort of contract that she's made that I don't have any choice about.
Is that legal?
I'm sorry.
I would argue no. So I'm gonna fight this. And if she calls me, I am going to have a lot of words for her. What she thinks that she's trying to do.
Well, we'll have your back, and we'll make sure that your soul's not going anywhere.
Given that she's at the bottom of this effect, do you think she will call it?
Well, did she, in her message to you, did she say, like, when
Did she
this
say
might...
anything else about who might be involved?
She mentioned your dad, right? Did you tell me that?
No, I
didn't.
No, but I was about to.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
okay.
That's why.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. If
I
you
know
told-
everybody.
I couldn't remember if you had told me that or not. So
Well, I was trying to remember if I had mentioned
yeah,
anything about what he was up to, because Riz.
In the conversation
I had to
we all
look it
had,
back
you
up.
did not mention them.
Yeah,
I had
and
to
I
look it
get-
back
you
up
did,
because
yeah.
a long while ago,
Mhm.
Riz, I think, pulled me to the side and told me something about my. Was it one of the other locations? There's. I forget how he found the location, but that like my dad was in a mountain range
yeah, he had mentioned some.
looking
Yes.
for
Oh.
a thinner. It was like a spot where it was
The plains were
thin
thinner.
between the
Yeah,
plains.
uh-huh.
And it ended up being a location like in the mountains where there was a temple to Asmodeus.
Yes.
Mm.
And
That's right. I forgot
right.
about that. Okay.
I didn't, but I was like, I don't remember the details.
I don't
Well,
would have asked.
well, if there's anything
Did she
else,
say it?
Harmony.
Well, she did also mention that I think maybe my father is involved too. I think they might both know about this, whatever this contract is. I don't know what the terms would be. She didn't tell me anything about that at all. She just said that it was boilerplate infernal contract, which could mean anything. She should know that I can see right through that. But she did mention that that he was having success. Is that what she said? Oh yeah.
Think about digging in the ocean.
Well, a while ago, Riz had told me that I guess he had found, my father had found some kind of, a place where the barriers between the planes was a little thinner. It's a little easier to travel between planes in some areas, kind of similar to ley lines, that sort of thing. I'm gonna end up talking to Tem because I'm like,
Yeah.
You know.
When you have the planar crossings and the stars align and blah blah blah.
And I said my father's a diplomat because he is. He we live in Mount Bank, and he he travels to other cities and other dignitaries and figures, and he's trying to advocate for good causes and for keeping interplanar travel accessible to everybody, so that someone like my mom who got unwillingly taken to the hells, and she was kind of turned into a devil, more of like a punishment curse type of way. She doesn't deserve to be there, and maybe like Basil, he's from the Fae, and if he wanted to go back, he should be able to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your dad should be able to come here to the material plane, and people should be allowed to travel wherever they want to. So he travels and tries to talk to other influential people to try to get momentum for this idea that there should be more free travel for everybody. It shouldn't be limited to people with very high levels of magic and power. And so Riz had told me that the last he had heard that, I asked how my dad was doing, and he said, oh, he's doing great. He's actually in the Balhas mountain range, kind of investigating one of these thin spots. And I mean, obviously he's trying to do good work, but everybody's human, a little selfish. He's also trying to get my mother back as well, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And so this place was, I think, a thin spot between the material plane and the hells, and it was also a temple to Asmodeus, is probably why that kind of happened to work out just in that particular way, in that location. And so she did mention that he was, seems like, having some success there. But maybe he's communicating and working with her more than I thought she was. I just think it's strange that they would both be doing this secretively, and
There's definitely seems like there's something up. And regardless, you should not be used as a bargaining chip in any of their dealings.
Yeah.
Wasn't your dad interested in another place?
Well, he also, when we were in the Lost Woods, he started giving money to the school and the foundation to help,
Find
get people
Found
out of
Town.
Found Town, and
Seemingly suddenly interested about it?
Very
well, I
generous.
suppose no one was able to get there until we were able to come back and
But since
show people where it was.
they learned about it, he took an interest, invested in the university entirely to do with the project in the Lost Woods, where we buried something.
Right.
Something very important.
But how would he know about that? And I mean, that you know, for better or worse, he, you know, that's what he does is he invests in causes and projects and universities.
You don't think it's a bit of a coincidence? We buried something?
I mean, we don't know your parents. We're not insinuating anything, but we did
I just
leave something huge.
Pretty important.
I just
underground
don't see how he would even know
Found
about it.
But I think we need
It's
to
like finding a needle in a
think-
haystack.
that he does know about it somehow.
Does that mean that we should try to go check on it as soon as we get off the ship and get our way to Foundtown?
Well, they would be putting us on that Abenthal coast after.
I guess we could ask them to, drop us there instead of back in the dynasty.
I can maybe try to use the Warren Road to get us back there, but it might take a lucky shot.
And we don't know any of this for sure either. I
No, but it's...
I have issues with parents, but I want to believe that what Harmony's parents are doing is out of the love for their daughter
They
here.
would never do
but
anything to hurt me.
it does feel very strange that they're not telling her what's going on and why this is all happening.
And, you know, obviously I've been keeping secrets from them, so I'm not totally innocent in this, I guess, but
I think it's time for a family meeting at some point.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Is there any way that you can contact your dad?
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, the way you contacted mom?
Well, Tem helped me send a message to her. I guess we could send a message to him as well. I don't think.
Tim's
I don't
trunks
think
are
that.
How do you feel about that, Ted?
I'm pretty.
Sure.
I mean, I'm
We can
pretty
find a safe way to
confident
do that.
He doesn't, I don't think he could kind of, you know, communicate back. In
Your
the
mom's
same
more
way.
powerful than your dad, right?
She has some ways.
Okay. No. It would be fine. And I would do this for you. Yeah. But I know this has been a shakeup. Harmony, we are with you. Things will be okay. We're gonna make sure that nothing's gonna happen to you or your soul without any, we will fight for you.
Nothing's gonna harm you.
Yeah, y'all can go through us.
Not while
man.
I'm around.
There's no dog out there, man.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I must have heard the dodo bird. My mistake.
Thanks,
Oh, the
Pogo.
bird. I gotta feed the bird.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
Wait, when are you gonna feed it? When are you gonna feed it?
Maybe that's why her bird is always sick.
Joking on things, yeah. Well,
We should see if there's if he ever
a
ate
magical,
anything magical.
or, yeah, a magical effect. Well, Harmony, don't. If you learn anything more that you want to share, we're happy to hear it. And
Yeah,
don't.
I'll let you guys know. And
I'm just going to say this. Without any disrespect to either of your parents, your mother took out a contract using your soul as the price. Your father has set up a foundation with the express purpose of learning more about Foundtown only after we got back and shared what we found about that place with the university. Now, they may, in your mind, not have any ill will toward you, but we should at least consider the possibility that they are acting with a particular goal in mind, whether or not they intend to hurt you. I know it's
it
tough to
doesn't
hear, I'm
sound
just saying.
great when you put it that way. Even though I know the facts that you're saying are true, and it just sounds so horrible in that way.
Just set aside the emotion for a second. These are all things that are true.
It's true.
We will be with you and for you no matter what. But until we get to the bottom of this mystery, we should be very careful on what information you share with either of your parents. Because if they know you know, we have no advantage.
I'm just doing fun.
Yeah.
Um,
trying to with very low charisma.
No, yeah. I did I wanted to do like a roll for
direct,
myself.
blunt,
Yeah.
Which is Anara's way, but she's sort of sensitive enough to know this was really hard to hear.
Yeah.
But just wants to say, put it out there, not just for Harmony, but also for everyone.
I know I'm sure that, it's never easy to tell your friends hard truths, but I'm also a scholar and a student of history, and I can accept facts as they seem to be. So I think you're right. And maybe we'll just have to start doing a little more of our own active investigation, and maybe I won't answer her call next time. Unless we need information. Do you think I should? I don't know what I should do.
I think I don't say don't answer her call, but be cautious about what you share.
And we
Think
can
of
do
it
our own
as
research.
getting information from them rather than giving information to them.
Who knows?
I've already been. They really didn't like me. Really didn't want me to be a bard. So I've already been keeping that secret from them. So what's a couple more, I guess.
And we don't know
That's the spirit.
what else is in
They may be acting under the control of some other people.
yeah, there's many
It's
things
true.
that can be
That's
happening.
true. Maybe
we just need to find
maybe
out more.
my mom's being coerced or something.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We have some facts, but limited
Not all
facts
of them.
and no context. Context is always important. Everything in its place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Context
We
is
love context. So much context. I love context.
I will say, Harmony's parents aside, I think at some point we're all going to have to decide what we're going to do about that box.
Mm-hmm.
Just the further we go in this,
We
journey together, the more it seems like that
Kicked it
wasn't
down
the
line.
best
Yeah.
place to put it.
Well, we
Well, I think we should
It
try
was
to.
a good place to put it while it was lost,
Right.
Yeah,
Mm.
we should have held on to it.
but it's no longer lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we should try to make our best effort to go back there. Maybe we can
Yeah.
get the box back after this.
Maybe we can find us a way with the worm.
Yeah. I'm sure I can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. If
Or I'll hop trying.
we can frame it as we're following up on our good deeds and checking in on the project, and as a Claremont, I want to make sure that the foundation in my name is doing good work, and I am promoting transparency with the project, and I would like to know what's going on.
wonderful.
Sounds
Do
like
you
a
think
plan.
the contract has to do with the foundation?
I don't know. I think they feel like kind of separate things. I feel like maybe the foundation is. The best case is it's, someone with resources putting those resources towards helping people.
Yeah.
But maybe the worst case would be that I just didn't realize maybe what was going on, and
We'll find out.
Yeah.
maybe it's
Speculation
Not
at
as
this
good.
point
And-
is not important.
I'm hopeful that maybe when we get to the heart of the ocean, there might be some rare information on maybe Elberin or Terragia, and might have more info on something like the Titans, or rare information that we wouldn't be able to find somewhere else. There's who knows what's
at
there.
least, and hopefully maybe there's at least a teleportation scroll we could use. That would really
That would
get
be
us there
so.
faster.
That would
yeah.
be so wonderful. That would be
So
so
maybe
wonderful.
we'll keep an eye out for that too.
Yeah, there. I know we're in a bit of a trepidatious point of our journey, but I am looking forward to finding out what's to come and kicking Kuvo's ass.
Yeah. First things first. We've got to get to the heart of the ocean, and that's the immediate threat, is making sure that Kuvo and whoever he's working with aren't getting a shard of immortality.
There's a sudden spark of arcane ingenuity as Nik-Nak, you finish Basil's second new leg. Basil, you do get a swing speed equal to your
Ooh.
If you ever dash while using your swimming speed, you cannot stop early. You will have to dash.
Motorboat.
Thanks.
That's the only stipulation.
Okay, cool.
I made it very good.
I can't stop.
If you are
Think about
if you're,
breaks.
obviously if there's a barrier or
That's so
something,
funny.
you
Yeah.
will stop. But if there's
Oh, no.
if it's
It's
continued
jet
water,
skis.
I was
you're
just
in.
thinking. Oh, we got
You make him a
we gotta use you as a
sea-doo.
jet ski.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
Holding onto
I can
your
make jet
ears.
skis. I can make jet skis.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have 3 hours of jet skis.
We'll cast some large on you, and you can tug a boat.
Oh my god.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hop aboard.
Slowly transform Basil into more and more of a bus.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Transformers.
Oh man.
Oh, mother. What are you doing?
We'll pick up on the rest of the Seafaring Day next episode, but there's just a little nagging that the whole situation just sticks in your mind, Harmony. You can't quite figure out why this is happening, for what reason it would be, but yeah, it's strange to recall that and to hear your mom's voice come out of Tem and say that your father's doing wonderful work. And she also thanked you for finding the perfect spot to dig.
Dig, dig, dig.
See you next week, everybody.
Bye. Bye.